I'm standing in my kitchen. It's Tuesday morning. Coffee's cold. I haven't slept. My sister just sent me a text with a photo of an invoice. Not asking, not discussing, just showing me a bill with MY name on it like I'm some kind of business partner in raising her children. $12,800. I read it 3 times. My hands literally shook. Then she called. "Hey," she said all casual. "Don't freak out about that invoice. It's just what we need from you for the kids' programs this year." I didn't even recognize my own voice when I answered. I said, "Did you just send me a bill?" She laughed. She thought I was joking. "Yeah," she said. "For tuition gadgets the camp. Daniel and I can't swing it this year, but you've got it, so." So, like that was how life worked. But here's what she didn't know. I had been LISDNING. I had overheard her talking to our mom the week before. I knew this was planned. I knew she was setting me up. And I had already decided, this ends today. My name is Morgan. I'm 20 years old. I work full-time as a freelance graphic designer. I built my client base. I earned my income. I'm proud of my work ethic. But somewhere along the way, my family confused my success with their entitlement. It started small, right? That's how these things always start. My older sister Lauren needed help with her rent one month. Legitimate emergency. Her hours got cut at work. I had the money. I helped. She paid me back. It felt good, like I did something meaningful. Then it became regular. Lauren needed help with her car payment, her kids' school uniform, her electric bill, her phone plan. It was always something, and I was always the solution. My mom started asking too. Could you help with groceries? Could you cover mom's dental work? Could you just handle this? My dad, he was quieter about it, but he'd call me into his office and say stuff like, "You're doing so well, sweetie. Family's struggling a bit. You get it right." And I always said yes, because I didn't know how to say no. Because saying no felt like I was abandoning people I loved. Because deep down, I think I thought my money was supposed to fix their problems. Spoiler alert, IT didn't. It just made me broke and made them more comfortable asking. 3 months ago, I calculated everything I had given away, every transfer, every quick help. Every time I sacrificed my own goals for their immediate problems. $17,000. In 1 year. I'm 20. I should be building my future. Instead, I'm funding someone else's choices. Lauren had 2 kids with 2 different fathers. Neither pays child support consistently, but the kids go to private school. They go to expensive camps. They have the latest technology, and every single luxury was funded by MY work. My parents, they make decent money. They choose to spend it on things that aren't priorities. Then they ask me to cover the actual priorities. I wasn't helping anymore. I was ENABLING. I was a crutch they'd learned to lean on so hard that they forgot I could also break. When Lauren sent me that invoice, something in me just snapped. I called her back immediately. I didn't sound like myself. I sounded like someone who'd finally had enough. "Lauren," I said, "what is this?" "It's what we discussed," she said. "I told you about." "You told Mom you were going to trap me into paying for this," I cut her off. "At the family dinner, so I couldn't say no in front of everyone. I heard you." Silence. Then she said, "Well, yeah, because I knew you'd be difficult about it." "Difficult," I repeated. "You mean honest about my own money." "Madison." "My name is Morgan," I said, "and I'm not paying this invoice, not 1,000, not 500, not $1. She started crying, real tears, guilt tears, the kind designed to make me backtrack. I didn't. She said, "The kids are counting on this. How am I going to tell them?" I said, the same way adults tell their kids anything. With truth. You tell them you can't afford it. You explore alternatives. You make different choices. What you don't do is guilt your baby sister into going broke. She hung up on me. The group chat ERUPTED within hours. "My mom, Lauren, is devastated. How could you hurt your sister like this?" "My dad, this isn't the daughter we raised. You're being selfish. My aunt, there's a reason some people are blessed with money and others aren't. It's so we help each other. Grandma, your mother is crying. You made her cry. I muted the chat, but I didn't ignore what was happening. I was watching my entire family gang up on me for having boundaries, for saying no, for refusing to sacrifice my life for their comfort. That's when I got angry, not the screaming kind, the cold kind, the kind where you see everything clearly. My mom called me, actual phone call. "We need to discuss this," she said. I said, "There's nothing to discuss." "Lauren is your sister," Mom said. "You're supposed to support each other." "I do support her," I said. "Supporting her doesn't mean funding her lifestyle choices." "Those aren't lifestyle choices," Mom snapped. "Those are her children's futures." "And what about my future?" I asked. "I'm 20 years old. I should be investing in myself, going to school, taking risks, building something. Instead, I'm working overtime to pay for someone else's kids to go to fancy camps." My mom got really quiet. Then she said, "When you have children, you'll understand." I said, "I hope not. I hope I raise children who contribute to society instead of extracting from their relatives." She hung up. I did something radical that week. I stopped answering guilt messages. I stopped explaining myself. I stopped trying to justify my decision like I owed anyone an explanation for how I spent my own money. I sent one message to the family group chat. 1. "I love you all, but I will not be paying this invoice or any future invoices disguised as family emergencies. If you need help, ask respectfully. Respect my right to say no. If you can't accept that, we don't have much to discuss right now." Then I muted the chat for good. The messages kept coming. Voicemails, texts, my aunt showing up at my apartment, my dad sending angry emails, all designed to make me crack, all designed to remind me that family is supposed to mean sacrifice. Except it's not. Real family means respect. It means understanding that I'm a person with my own goals, not just a wallet with feet. Thanksgiving was coming. The whole family gets together at my parents' house. It's a big deal, but I knew it was going to be a trap. I knew Lauren and my mom had probably already planned to corner me, to pressure me in front of everyone, to make me feel so ashamed that I'd just break down and pay. So I made a choice. I didn't go. Instead, I worked. I took a freelance project that a client had offered. I worked all day on Thanksgiving. I earned $2,000 that day, and I felt good about it. My phone was blowing up. "Where are you? The family is wondering where you are. This is embarrassing. You're breaking up our family." I read every single message. Then I ignored every single one. I went to dinner by myself. I treated myself to a nice meal. I spent the evening working on a creative project that I loved. For the first time in years, I had a Thanksgiving where I was content, where I wasn't stressed, where I wasn't anxious about what my family would ask from me. It was peaceful. Here's the thing nobody tells you about setting boundaries. It's lonely at first. It feels like you're the bad guy, like you broke something that was never actually yours to break. But then something interesting happens. Lauren had to actually make a choice. She couldn't rely on me anymore. So she sat down with Daniel and they figured it out. Guess what? The kids didn't go to private school that year. They went to public school. You know what happened? They were fine. They're happy. They thrived. It turns out kids don't need expensive everything. They need present parents who aren't stressed about money. My mom and dad, they actually started having real conversations about their finances. They made actual budgets. They prioritized what mattered. And me, I used that $2,000 I earned on Thanksgiving to start my own business. I hired my first employee. I invested in myself. For the first time in my life, I was building something that belonged to me. 4 months later, Lauren texted me, not asking for money, just checking in. We got coffee, we talked. She actually apologized, not because I demanded it, But because she realized what she'd done, she realized how much pressure she'd put on me, how much she'd used me. She said, I was so focused on giving my kids everything that I didn't even see you struggling. I didn't even ask if you were okay. That meant more to me than any money she could have paid back. My family and I, we're rebuilding the relationship, but it's on different terms now, terms where I have respect, terms where they understand I'm not their backup plan. And here's what I want you to understand if you're in this situation. You are not responsible for funding other people's choices. You are not obligated to sacrifice your future for someone else's present. You are not selfish for having boundaries. You are smart. You are strong. You are worthy of protecting your own life and your own future. When you say no, you're not hurting anyone. You're teaching them respect. You're teaching them accountability. You're teaching them that love and money are not the same thing. And that's powerful.